Magicians in the Sixth World have a wide variety of useful and fantastical abilities. One of the strongest tools in their toolbox is the ability to summon spirits to aid them. So if you're going to be calling forth the mysterious denizens of the metaplanes, then you will need to know the basic rules of spirit summoning. In order to summon a spirit, the summoner must have a magic rating greater than 0, and must also have already learned the summoning skill. It is important to note that adepts, despite having a magic attribute, cannot learn the summoning skill. Full magicians and mystic adepts can learn to summon. Also, aspected magicians can only learn to summon if they have chosen conjuring as their aspected area of focus. Summoning a spirit happens in 3 broad steps. First, choose the type and force of the spirit. Second, attempt to summon the spirit. And third, resist drain from attempting to summon the spirit. When choosing the spirit's type, you must consider the tradition of the magician doing the summoning. Hermetic mages and shamans each summon different spirits to correspond with a given category of magic. The related category of magic only comes into play with bound spirits, which will be covered in the next video. However, the type of spirit does affect its attributes, skills, and both the default and optional powers it can have. After choosing the type, the summoner must then choose the force rating of the spirit to be summoned. The higher the force of the spirit, the more difficult the summoning will be, but also the more powerful the spirit will be, as force is a component of the spirit's attribute values, skill ratings, and powers. The summoner is limited to a maximum force equal to twice her magic rating, but be careful. A spirit summoned with a force greater than the summoner's magic rating will cause physical drain. Every spirit which is summoned comes by default with certain powers that it can use. However, for every 3 points of force the spirit has, the summoner may choose additional optional spirit powers. These default powers and optional powers can be found on pages 303 and 304 of the SR5 core rulebook. Explanations of how these powers actually work starts on page 394. Attempting the summoning requires a complex action. It is an opposed test between the summoner's summoning skill plus magic attribute versus the desired force of the spirit. The force of the spirit also acts as the summoner's limit. However, reagents can be used to change this limit. If the summoner gets any net hits, then the summoning is successful. The spirit appears in the astral plane near the summoner. The number of services the spirit owes is equal to the number of net hits. Spirit services will be covered in an upcoming video, but information can be found on page 302 of the SR5 core rulebook. No net hits on the test means the summoning fails. When the summoning roll results in a glitch, things have the potential to go very badly. While the results are ultimately up to the game master, the core rulebook gives some examples. A simple glitch could mean the wrong spirit type, or a spirit of lesser force is summoned. Successful, but not exactly what one was going for. A critical glitch could result in the summoner having to resist twice the drain value, or even the unfortunate summoning of a spirit who is immediately set free and very angry at the summoner. Drain must be resisted whether the summoning was successful or not. The drain value to resist is equal to twice the number of hits the spirit received on the opposed summoning test. This is not net hits, this is twice the total hits that the spirit received. The minimum the drain value can be is 2. Normally drain is stun damage, but if the force of the spirit was higher than the summoner's magic rating, then it is physical drain damage. Spirits will serve their summoners until all of the services are used, or until the next sunrise or sunset happens, whichever comes first. This means it's best to summon a spirit just after sunrise or sunset, and if you summon a spirit 10 minutes before sunset, well, you better use those services quickly. It is possible to bind a spirit to force it to stay in service to the summoner for longer, but this will be covered in the next video. Link here when the video is complete.
Hey everybody, Bobby here. I just wanted to jump in real fast and mention the Patreon page that I have set up to help support GM Screened and all the other videos on Complex Action. So if you like the stuff that I do here, maybe you consider becoming a patron. It's real simple. You go to patreon.com/complexaction. The link's down below. Once you're there, I've made a video that helps explain how things work, but you could help support the show that way. Not only that, but you get some really awesome thank yous like hand drawings like the drawings that I do for the show. I could send a signed copy copies of those out to you. Perhaps your name could end up in the credits. Maybe even get some custom-made Complex Action or GM Screen dice that I'm in the process of designing. All sorts of cool things. Just jump on over there and check it out. You'll see what's coming and what could be as a result of helping us out. Thank you very much, and hope you consider becoming a patron. Bye-bye.